It's their last home game. 25 seniors will play their last game in the Carter, and it's the season finale. Lots to play for. The over-under is 57.5.
To add to the excitement of the Big 12 today, number 16 BYU and number 23 Utah will face off in the Holy War and fight for a top spot in the Big 12. Tight end DJ Rogers has been here for the past 4 years and knows a thing or two about playing for a national championship.
Despite the delays, held Cincinnati to only one touchdown in the first quarter. How do you guys keep that mindset in the locker room and come out and play strong the rest of the game?
They kept us focused in the locker room.
We are just 17 days before head coach Eric Bell and his team host Pepperdine to open the season.
The rain could play a factor in this one. The last time the two teams met, it was a whiteout. And what I mean by a whiteout is it snowed during the entire second half of play in Cincinnati.
It's another season of TCU football, Frog fans. Welcome to Fort Worth and welcome back to fall camp. I'm Alexah Montanes alongside Tatum DeHart, and we enter our 4th season covering the Frogs here at Frogs Today. Offensive coordinator Kendall Briles, entering his 3rd season with the Frogs, talked about Rogers and how he thinks the running back room is the best it has ever been. The Carter boys were fired up and ready to be back. A lot of excitement and a ton of energy. In the first 30 minutes, we had an opportunity to watch. We got an all-star group in the presser today. Frogs are favored in this one by 3, and the over-under is at 65.5. The Big 12 has been unpredictable this season, and this game looks like it could be another one of those head scratchers. Campus safety is a huge deal for current and incoming college students. Behind me, you can see TCU's blue light emergency system. But the Frogs put up another second inning 4 spot, and that was all they needed for the 4th win of the season against Kansas. I'm Alexah Montanes. After leading 1-0 since the first inning, the Frogs surrender a solo shot to right in the 9th and then another run in the 10th and drop a tough one 2-1 to Arizona. Across town in Frisco at the Star, home of America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Big 12 football media days means one thing: football is right around the corner.
And for your last game here at the Carter of the year, how are you feeling coming off of it, and what does it mean to be a Horned Frog to you?
Man, it means everything to be a Horned Frog to me,
And it's post-game here at Globe Life Field, where your Horned Frogs defeated Houston 7-1 behind 6 1/3 2-hit stuff from sophomore Tommy Lepore. After going undefeated and winning the regular season, the Frogs hosted the first round of the NCAA tournament for the 5th time in program history. The morning practices get going at 8:45, but players arrive around 5 a.m. to get the day started. The team is currently cooling down after a long practice. You want to talk intensity? 2 hours full of urgency and physicality here tonight. And anybody here on TCU's campus tonight could have heard this team out here practicing. We'll mention Paul Oyewale on that side of the ball as he forced a fumble and recovered it, helping the Horned Frogs get on the board. We're here in the Neely School of Business on TCU's campus. A campus fave has come back, and that is the Neely Flatbreads, which have returned in fall of 2025. The Cincinnati Bearcats came out looking pretty strong, scoring on their opening drive in the second quarter as TCU tried to respond. Mark Campbell last night after they found a YMCA to get their final practice in. Hey TikTok, this is Alexa, back for week 15 of my top NFL picks for betting. Let's get into it. First, I have the Panthers. They are coming off of a bye week and they're playing the Saints. No hate to the Saints, but they haven't been looking super hot this season, and the Panthers are -2.5. I think that they're more consistent this season than the Saints, and the line looks like value to take them to cover at home. Next, my underdog for money line is the Broncos +110. I would take this because the Packers are coming off of a win, but the Broncos are at home and will be winning out at home this season if they win, and I think that's a big deal in this game. And plus, the Broncos are playing for an AFC championship basically, as they haven't really competed for this in a couple years, so I think that the Broncos have a lot more on the line, and I think they're going to come out with it. Next, I have the Texans -9.5 against the Cardinals. The Texans' defense has been really good recently, and Arizona has really struggled to stop teams, and I think that the Texans have the upper hand in this one, so I'm taking Houston to cover. Next, a player bet I would take is Stephon Diggs over 4.5 receptions. Diggs has been targeted a lot lately, and getting over 4.5 I think is very applicable for him, and that's also one of the highest rated player bets this week, so that's what I'm taking it. The next player prop I would take is Trevor Lawrence under 0.5 interceptions, and I think I'm going to take that because The Jaguars are favorites in this game against the Jets, and Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown a ton of picks lately. I also just don't think against the Jets that he's going to be doing that, so I would take that bet. Obviously, bet responsibly and check your lines as they can change during the week. But thanks for tuning in for Week 15 Bets with Alexah, and I'll catch you later. As the sun rises on the Carter, the team takes the field, but not the team you think. The TCU turf management team gets to work days before game day, and weeks before football season starts.
So really, our entire process starts as soon as spring ball's over. We'll roll it. We have a 1-ton roller just to tighten it up as much as we can, and then kind of do any little things that we need to.
While prep is important, they have a larger importance than most think.
Number one is safety. Do we want it to look nice? Yes, we always do. We always want it to be nice and pretty. But the biggest thing is to make sure it's safe for the athletes.
But it takes a team to make this happen. Andrew spoke to the fact that his diverse team of guys and the work they put in makes it all come together. Behind every snap, tackle, and touchdown, the turf crew ensures the grass is always greener at the Carter. Alexah Montanes, TCU News Now.
And the
TCU students gathered, draped in yellow, to support a cause worth fighting for. The Childhood Cancer Awareness 5K took place on September 28th at TCU. This 5K was held by student organizations helping create a fun event for all, whether you wanted to run or walk.
I think it's really important because, one, it gains community among different groups of students. We have 4 different organizations today. We have Student Nurse Association, Frogs for Pediatrics, Frogs Fighting Cancer, and TCU Wellness. So it's a different group of people all joining together. And then on top of that, it also spreads awareness.
People of all ages participated and volunteered, including 119 runners and 82 volunteers, which helped raise $2,505 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
I think it's really important because it's pretty close to our age range, and I think a lot of us still consider us not adults, ourselves as not adults. And I think it's important because a lot of people have younger siblings and know someone who's affected by cancer.
As runners cross the finish line with yellow ribbons pinned, the TCU community shows that together, hope always runs stronger. Alexah Montanes, TCU News Now.